is going on, everybody?
What's up?
Oh, good stuff, good stuff. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good.
Oh, really quick, welcome everybody to Campfire. We are minus Pat once again tonight because he's on hiatus. Now he's out with the family doing some stuff, and I didn't realize that I was going to have to host until I was a million miles away and thinking that I was just going to pop in on my phone, and then he's like, yeah, you got to host. I'm like, oh, cool. I got to rush home. So welcome everybody. Really quick, Mike sitting here on the stream wanted to know why Dan in the chat has a star. That's because Dan is a YouTube channel member. So if you're interested in getting a star as well as other benefits, make sure and check out the YouTube channel member benefits. My plug of the day. Plug of the day. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Mike?
Not much. Just doing a lot of POTA today, trying to make it to 3,500 hunted parks. Trying to get those numbers up.
Right.
I'm at 3,489, and in the morning I was 3,477. So, and I did over 50 parks today. Hopefully, most of them were new to me. So, hopefully, I should make it 3,500 by today or tomorrow, as soon as the logs start running in.
So, how do you not know that if they were new to you or not? You use POTA extension.
Yeah, of course.
So you should already know if they were new to you.
Well, I know some of them were new to me, and I worked some that weren't. The bad thing about POTA extension, not bad, but one of the things you have to realize is because POTA only lets you tell them that you're running one park, right? So that park might show up on POTA extension that you already worked it. But if that activator is doing a twofer or a threefer, the other parks don't show up, and those might be new to you. So if I found someone that was working more than one park, even if I'd worked one of the parks, I'd work the other ones, just to make sure that they weren't new to me. The rest of the parks he was activating on his twofer or threefer.
Okay.
Make sense?
Fair enough. Yeah. I went out this morning and thought that I was going to get a couple of new parks to me, but this is my bone to pick with James. I don't know if he's watching right now or when he's watching later, but I use James's top secret specialty map, and it lets me know what I've activated, what I've not, what I've hunted, and what I've not. But it only works when he updates it. And I went out and I did a twofer this morning, and I was like, ooh, I could drive about an hour and something this way and get this. And so I'm sitting there after I did the twofer, and I start to put it in my log, and I was like, why's the numbers already been in my log before? And I go to the park page, and I was like the last person to activate this thing. And I'm like, he's not updated this thing. I was like, crap.
Pat's in the chat.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh Lord, Pat's in the chat. We got to stop talking about him.
Yeah, hush.
Oh, we also got we got John Carr in there, local boy to me. We have Alpha X-Ray 4 X-Ray Oscar. He got his highlight moment this weekend. 15 minutes of fame. Got to be part of an actual ham radio emergency call. I don't know if you guys seen that.
I did hear about that.
I heard about it, but I haven't seen the video. I know he posted a video of it, I think.
Yeah, he just posted a video pretty much telling about it and stuff like that. And he actually worked with me this morning, and I told him good job and everything on that. So
good job.
Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. But hopefully I've got the right call sign and that's the right person. I'm having one of those days, and if not, my apologies. Anyway, he's thanking me, so I do have the right person. Oh Lord, there's yep, that's him. All right, I was making sure.
Yeah, that's him. I'm grabbing the link to his video now. I'm throwing it in the chat.
Anyway,
There's Dom.
What's going on, Hayden?
Oh, not too much. I got to attempt to work Hawaii today. Eric was out working a park in Hawaii and doing a bunch of digital stuff, and I couldn't hear him for squat.
Yeah, welcome to the winter band conditions from HE double hockey sticks.
Well, and I was on my end fed when I was trying it, so I think I need to show that antenna some love or replace it.
Right now is the time of the year when I can get on and I can start activating, and I can hear everybody 5'9", and then 5 minutes later I can't hear nobody and they can't hear me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it'll go that fast right now this time of the year. And typically I rely this time of year, I'll rely on 80 meters late, and I'll go on 80 meters and just kill it. But honestly, 80 meters has been having some issues lately. I've been having some bad crashes and high noise on 80 meters even. So I have still been activating on it. But I tell you, for us to be on an up cycle, it sucks right now. Oh Lord. And I'm gonna go on my rant right now. I ain't had a rant in a while. So in case people don't know, us YouTubers like to rag each other a little bit. And just because we rag each other does not mean we have beef or want the other person to do bad or anything like that. We just like to throw puns at each other. We do it all the time. And so Dawn from Ham Radio Clubhouse threw one out at me last Tuesday night, and I was actually in there listening, and I thought it was funny. And somebody sends me an email and be like, "Dude, did you see the comment Don Izzo made about you? That's just ridiculous. Why would you put up with something like that?" And I'm like, I politely sent him a thing back. I was like, it was a joke. I mean, so basically what it was is they were talking about Bigfoot and Sasquatch and stuff like that. And Don was giving me crap because I don't ever shave before my YouTube's videos because you know what? I don't care.
I don't shave either.
I don't have to impress anybody. I do Parks on the Air, which is in the wilderness. And, fur keeps me warm, for one. But number two, the last time I checked, my Ham Radio YouTube was not a makeup channel. So I'm pretty sure I'm good to have hair on my face and all that good stuff. So, don't try to cause drama because it ain't gonna happen.
You know what? I heard that comment too, and I didn't even think anything of.
I didn't think nothing about it.
Bent out of shape about it. That's on them.
I laughed about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was funny. I mean, I throw comments about YouTubers all the time. They throw them about me. It's all fun and games. So, guys, none of the YouTubers are at beef that I know of. So let's just leave that alone.
We're all out there. We enjoy the hobby of ham radio, and we all enjoy this other hobby that is YouTube that has found us. And everybody's just sitting back having a good time.
Speaking of which, I had a really polite guy today. I was doing an activation, getting ready to do an activation, and I called as this frequency in use once. Nothing. I called as this frequency in use twice, and all of a sudden this guy come on there and threw this call sign. He said, "I'm hanging out about 2 down, and I haven't heard nobody up here. I'm just kind of waiting on my buddy to come back." He's like, "But when he comes back, we'll just go ahead and move for you." And I was like, "Well, I mean, if you want me to move for you, the bands ain't busy. I can move somewhere else." He's like, "Oh no, I know they're not busy. We can move somewhere else if and when he comes back." And that's just how it should be. He was just being polite and telling me he hadn't heard nobody up here, and just to take the frequency. So, it's not all bad people out there that think they own the frequencies.
Yeah. I have my own rant today as well.
Here we go. Welcome, Andy. Go ahead with your rant, Mike.
Pileups on POTA.
Are you specifically going to push my buttons? Go ahead.
No, it was just I was, as I said, I worked over 50 parks today. It was I dedicated my Sunday to POTA, and wow, they'll just, I mean, I'm guilty of doing this too, so in a way, but these people were just crazy, just all over each other, no respect. Ooh, it was bad. I had to move. I had to go do some other parks and then come back, see if it was quieter. Oh no, it was worse. It was 10 times worse. And I just said, "Oh boy, this is just, it's horrible." And it's just people on top of people, and that poor activator, I'm not going to say his call sign because it's not worth it, but this poor activator, he was just and he would go only such and such call sign, and 10 other call signs would come on top of him. And I was like, geez Louise, how am I, small little me? Of course, I was 5'9" to him, but that's nor here nor there. Uh, but I was only able to work him when he finally any DX, and I was like, ooh, here's my chance. And then as soon as I finished working him, he's like, any other DX? Victor Echo, and he starts laughing. You can hear him laughing. He's like, yeah, you're DX. Come on in.
I do like the last couple of days. I because the bands have been kind of bad, so I don't hear the park to parks and the QRP and the DX stations as good as normal. And so the last couple of days, I've been doing that a lot of like any park to parks. And typically, when I say it, I get one. And then I'm like any QRP. Then I'll say any DX. And as soon as I say any DX, the first thing I hear, Victor Echo 3. And not, they are DX. They are DX. To me, they're not DX because I get 40 of them per log. You know what I'm saying? But they are technically DX, so I always just take them. But I'm not fussing, guys. You're still welcome to do that because you're the only DX that I'm going to probably get yelling at me anyway most of the time when I say it. So
I just thought it was funny, and the activator apparently thought it was funny too because he was laughing. You could hear him laughing.
But yeah,
but yeah,
you go you opened up the wormhole. I thought I was done ranting, and you had to bring up the pileups. So
it was crazy. It's getting worse. It's just getting worse.
I was telling Mike and Hayden that I'm taking off work tomorrow and going to the doctor because I was having some chest pains today, and I need to go get some stuff checked real quick. So I'm gonna go to the doctor and then do some activating tomorrow. But so it may be just because of this one specific person, and I'm not going to call their call sign now, but this guy's a newer person, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully he ends up watching my stream and learn something from this stream that it's not polite to do. So I was out the other night, and poor PP, man, he got the brunt of it because I called him afterwards and like, is it still considered politically incorrect to go stab a hunter in the face? Now, like literally, like I'd say Charlie Uniform 3 Hotel Yankee, and I'm just gonna just throw a random alphabet out here and as soon as I'd say it, he'd be like, apple bottom jeans, boots on the fur. I'm in blah blah blah, New York City. You're 5'9", and this guy's not from New York, guys. I'm just saying, throwing random stuff out there. So okay, Charlie Uniform 3 station again. Next call, Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Radio Golf. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, 5'9", New York City. Again, push back. I did that. I pushed him back, and I could hear him 5'9" plus. He was booming over top of the other station. I pushed him back 19 times with him doing that. And finally, I worked him, and I gave him like a 2-2. He was 5'9" plus. I gave him like a 2-2, and it was just to get rid of him. No. The next day, he hunts me again, and I was doing another call. I was like, Victor Echo 3, Tango Hotel Radio. And here he comes. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, 5'9", New York City, 73. Thanks, James. And when he went, and I was like, all right, the station that said, thanks, James, I do not have you. Victor Echo 3, Tango Hotel Radio. You're 5'9". you know, and I'm like, guys, you got to learn the order of this thing. I get it. You're new.
Protocol. Get
I'm
the
all
protocol together.
about helping
Code of conduct. DX code of conduct.
I'm all about helping new people. You know, people ask me questions all the time, and I typically will answer their questions. And then and if you want to learn more about POTA, go over and check out the Ham Radio Adventure Guy, because it's a great place to learn POTA, because that's all we talk about most of the time. But it's just, you can't just talk over everybody just to get into the log.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of the rant.
Enough.
What's up, Kilo Oscar 4, Great American Radio? I got a good one the other day. What did I get? Oh, no, I didn't get a good one. I said a good one because I think it was Dan put me up to doing it. November 2, Bravo Tango Delta. And I think it was Dan that did him this way, but I did it to him. To activate his first park on a 1 watt. I'm going to tell y'all, this guy's been hunting me on 1 watt. Nice. And he sounds like he's straight from 7,200 using the 1,500 water boy. He's coming in strong on 1 watt. You guys got to work him.
All of that 1 watt out the antenna.
He I don't know what antenna he's running, but he's running the 1 watt wonder is what I'm going to call it, because he's powerful on 1 watt. Matter of fact, I was giving PP Man some crap. PP Man hunted me on 5 watts, and I was like, "Yeah, you're 5.5." I had a guy on 1 watt give me 5.9 plus, but whatever, man. PP Man's so much fun to pick on. What's up, Joseph Collins?
I'll say this over and over again. It's all about the antenna.
Oh, absolutely.
You can run a boat anchor, and if you run it through a good antenna, it's 9/10 of the fun right there.
This is true about getting out anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe not getting in.
No.
About getting out. Because I will tell you, James and Tom and Brian went on a big epic rove. And last night they were toward the end of their rove, and they were needing 6 calls. I just went QRT at the park, and I was like, all right, well, I'll come over and I can give you my call and I can give you the club call. That'll help. Because I know what it's like when you need calls. And I go over and I turn to the frequency and I hear people hunting. I don't hear them saying a word. And I tell you what, I went to playing with buttons after buttons after buttons. And I would have never made that contact with my 991A. Don't get me wrong. I love my 991A. And I still use it to activate from time to time now. Just to mix people up, because people say my audio is not the same, but I think they're pretty much dead on, because nobody's noticing the difference when I'm switching radios. So I think they're like, but I did. I pulled him out, and when I pulled him out, he was like a 2-2, but I got him, and then I gave him the club call. He heard both of them. He got them both down. I gave him 2 contacts. So that boat anchor won't do that, but it.
No.
All right.
Like I said, the 101 has the running the 101. You can, I can pick up these stations that are like, incredibly low, and I do have a high noise level on my side, and I can even with a high noise level, I can work the magic on the 101 and hear them fine. Not all the time, I can't work everybody, but I'll only work those I can hear for sure. And but there's a lot of juju magic in these 101s and the DX10, these DNRs and the VC tune and the the contour and the notch and the digital noise filter. They're just amazing radios. I mean, it's magic. I don't know enough to call it nothing but magic.
I literally now I have this new hobby of I'll go and I'll hear a bunch of stations calling back to people that I won't hear, and my new hobby is, okay, I want to hear this person. So I just sit and I play until I can hear something from this person, and it's so much fun. And that's how I'm learning to use this radio.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't no book, it ain't no video. It's I'm just playing.
Nothing beats experience. I mean, you can have your college smarts and all that, but nothing beats years of experience. Nothing beats hands-on experience. I mean, that's it. And you want to be a great activator, go out there and activate. You want to be a good hunter? Hunt. You guys know I teach photography, and I always tell my students that, that your first 10,000 shots, your first 10,000 photos are gonna suck. That those 10,000 will teach you how to photograph, and and don't take. It's not 10,000 photos in a day. It's 10,000 throughout the long time. So, you have to go out there and activate, and you have to, hunt, and that will teach you how to use your radio and try different antennas. It's all about the experience. This is something you can't learn overnight.
Thank you
You
very
can read the
much.
manual. You can read the manual in your book cover to cover, and you'll learn what the buttons do, but you won't know what they do or what their abilities are until you really use that radio, because it's a mix of this button with this setting with that setting. They'll bring in those weak signals and all that. So that's
And when you get it figured out in one park, when you go to another park, it's going to be completely different.
totally different. Totally different.
Thank you very much, James, for the 5 slices of pizza. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, because listen, I want to go. I want to go do the 30 Park Rove, and I know that I've got to do it half the night before and half the next day. The problem is nights are so hard right now with the way the band conditions are.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough. Like James and them struggled at the end of their roves last night. I was out late last night. I've been playing. I've been testing some theories, and I'm not having issues yet. As long as I go to 80, but if I try 40, even 60's not been like it was. So,
well, here's an idea for some of you guys that do the big roves. Maybe put the word out a couple days ahead of time, so that some of the hunters can plan on listening and being out there late at night. I would have been out there last night. I didn't even know they were out running a rove.
I just normally blow the trumpets and make a royal decree.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you go on a rove, I mean, you let it known, make it known.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should do that wants to get a rove, because, all of us hunters want to support you activators. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it.
It's great. Like I would typically listen. If you guys are not in my Discord, you're making a very, very big mistake. And first off, I do not get any money from Discord. I don't want you to think I'm trying to get money from you, because I don't get any money from Discord. But Discord is where all my spots go when I'm in a hurry and don't want to get 9,000 people. So, I'll only want, like the other day I was doing a rove and I was only wanting like 12 and out, 12 and out, 12 and out. And I would post on Discord, and I'll specifically say, shut up, Dan. You're lucky you're the hand of the king. But I let Discord know, and I can get, I can do activation straight from Discord easy. Sometimes it gets a little rough when it's late at night like that. I do sometimes be 12 o'clock back. So who wants another one? How many do I got?
Yeah.
And and when the band conditions are good, 12 o'clock is easy for me, because really when the band conditions is good, I only need 4 hunters, because I go 4 hunters and I go 40, 60, 80. There's 12 contacts, or 16 contacts. No, 12. See, this is why you don't math on TV. It's 12 contacts, and that's what my limit is, 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see there, I can't math, y'all. I need an accountant. If any of my Patreons are accountants, hit me up. No, really, I do need an accountant for next year. I got a lot of things coming up next year. Oh. Speaking of
Can't
things,
help you. I can't do math, James.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do a lot of things.
I can spend money,
I
but I can't do math.
I can POTA, but you know, I can bartend even, but I'm trying to get out of that.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to take my drone pilot license test.
Okay.
So I gotta take the class first. It's, I don't know, $130 or something, and then you gotta take the test, which is like $130 or something. But I'm wanting to do that and use that to get jobs that are more away from here that will cause me to travel to them to do, and
Just happen to have a park next to it.
And work more on my YouTube, because the goal was to go full-time YouTube. It's my goal. People say I'm crazy, but you know, those people haven't been through what I've been through in life, and there is no tomorrow promised. So I want to live my life while I'm here, and that's what I want to do. So,
well, there you go. Colin says, talk to Kat. I think you're right on that. I think she does accounting. She's always busy during tax season, right?
Yeah, she is always busy during tax season.
You know, you just have to work at it. Keep the dream alive, and eventually you'll get there. I'm sure. You know, I think you're doing a wonderful job, James, and it'll pan out for you for sure.
Listen, I was talking about it today. I have the best supporters out there that there is. My supporters that support my channel are absolutely amazing, and that's why I have the most interactive Discord. That's why I go as far as I can. You know, I can't do a lot of things, but I go as far as I can to give back to the community. So because they are awesome, and they keep me going to the parks. That's for sure.
It's love in, love out, for sure.
You know.
So the more love that comes in, the more love you can put out. That's the way it is.
That is right. That is right. Just yesterday, we had our club Christmas dinner, and there is this. He's a 16-year-old boy, and he just recently took his license test the last time we tested, and the club sponsored his test because he's 16 and we sponsored it, and he passed. He's a technician, and I'm trying to get him to join the club and get more active. And I invited him. I reached out to him, invited him to the Christmas dinner, and he's like, "Well, I got to work, but I'll take my lunch and come down and say hi." And he came down and said hi. And I told him, I was like, "I want to get you more active." He's like, "Well, I'm on the repeater all the time." I was like, "No, I want to get you more active." I was like, "I want to take you to do POTA." He's like, "But I'm not a general." I was like, "No, I'm an extra. We can do a club activation, and you have every right that I have. You can do POTA." And you know, I sent him a video, and he's like, "That looks really cool," and this, that, and the other. And he's like, "I want to do it. I'll send you some time that I'm going to be free," and blah, 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 blah. And he left, you know, the Christmas dinner after he told everybody hi. And I told everybody, I was like, if he wants to become a member next year, I'll sponsor his membership. So, you know, because the youth is where it's at, guys.
It is.
If we don't keep the youth going into things. Speaking of youth, not this week, but next week on my live stream, I'm super, super excited because it's going to be the first ever episode of the H-Ray Hump Day Happy Hour. I'm H-Rag, Ham Radio Adventure Guy. H-Ray is the Ham Radio Adventure Youth. And once a quarter, Blake and Ryan's going to take over my stream. Of course, me and Hayden will be there running things for them. But they're doing the stream. They've been working on it for a while. I'm really excited to see what they've got worked up, and it's going to be really cool. I'm excited about that.
And you said that's going to be on the 21st?
No, not next week. Not this Wednesday coming up.
Oh,
but
the 14th.
The 14th.
Okay.
Yeah. Hayden, you'd be proud to have the 14th scheduled and the 28th scheduled.
Nice.
I'm on the ball.
I'll start sharing it now when we're done here.
So, anyway, how you been doing with band conditions down there, Mike? What's it like down there?
Actually, yesterday on 15 meters, who did I work? It was 15 was, oh my God, 5.9 both ways to the States. It was just booming. It was completely open. 20 meters has been okay. I did work some 40 meters. People below 7,200. So that means Europe. I did work Spain on POTA on 40 meters and Portugal. So it was not bad. 20 meters, of course, is always hit and miss. Today it was bad in the morning, good in the afternoon, and going a little rough towards the starting the late. As the sun was going down a bit, I changed to 40 and did FT8. But it's not that bad. What do you guys have in there?
So you're kind of saying that 15 meters is like kind of shooting fish out of a barrel or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if they're there.
That's kind of the picture I just posted up is how I activate. That's what I like. That's what I do when I activate. I just shoot fish out of a barrel, and it's real fun stuff. Oh Lord. Anyway, here it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's iffy, It's iffy. Like I was telling y'all before the stream, I'll be on 40 meters and everybody's 5'9", and then all of a sudden everybody's gone. And then they're in the Discord like, you need to go to 60. You need to go to 60. So then I head over to 60, and people like Dan have a habit of messing with me. I'm like, is this frequency in use? Yeah, it's in use. Sometimes he doesn't do it, but he's also that guy that I go QRT, and he's like, hey, one more, and I, all right, one more, and he's like, I'm just kidding. Oh, funny stuff. Hayden, you've been doing a lot of hunting. I noticed you've picked up hunting me a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying. I've been playing around. I've been trying to get back into the digital side of it. Now that I've gotten all of my my shack computer back up and running almost 100%, I still got to remember the magic button I pushed to make Grid Tracker work with FT8, but we'll figure that out eventually. I was playing around with a little bit of that this morning. And if anybody needs Hawaii, I'm just going to say it. Eric is in Hawaii right now on FT8 10 meters. I saw Stu saying that he's been doing some POTA FT8 recently. And I've been trying to get back into it. I was a big PSK 31 guy back in the day.
Yep.
And you don't see a lot of that anymore. So I might have
everybody's on FT8 now.
Oh, yeah. But I like the PSK because you could do all that normal stuff with all the, what are they called? The scripts that they have.
Yeah.
And you could do a standard exchange like that. And then at the end, once you pass all that information back and forth, you could just sit there and keyboard chat. Yeah. I really like that.
So, I don't know. I'm not a big FT8er. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not a big FT8er. It's great for eating or how come I don't hear you on the airways?
Well, easy. I guess I'm on. I've done a couple activations. I've been off of activations for a couple months now since I bought my boat. but trying to get that fixed up. But John, depending on where you are, you probably will or will not hear me.
About 20 minutes from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, so we should be able to hear each other, I guess, on 40 at least. But
yeah. But
120, I'll fly right over you.
But yeah, I like it for eating or working on videos. Actually, I think I'm going to probably do some FT8 activations this upcoming week because I'm going to be spending more time doing some CW practice, and I can actually run FT8 and listen to CW on my computer at the same time. So, you know, I'll probably be doing a few this week because we all know that I have a goal by the end of the year to do a CW only activation. And the end of the year is kind of coming up a little bit soon. So I guess I got to knock that out, right? Kyle actually called me out on the other day, said that the end of the year is coming up pretty quick. Yeah, and of course I responded with my Val Kilmer your Huckleberry. Oh.
With the end of the year, also the Bailey Sprott is coming to an end.
Oh yeah!
Did you guys see the POTA? Oh god, the POTA stats video.
Yeah.
They're gonna move it to quarterly.
I know,
because that's gonna suck. I'm sorry, I don't agree. But that's just me. I think it was fine being a monthly thing, but
I don't agree.
I understand the guys have a lot of work.
Well, he's also saying that there's going to be some other things that are picking up the slack in that post too. So they might be rolling out something else.
I don't agree either, but you know, let them do what they want to do because
they're the bigwigs.
They're the bigwigs. You know, it's their call. I will still be putting out a monthly report for the HRAG update for those of you who like that. But I am changing it around a little bit. Me and a couple of the Patreons was sitting in one of the Patreon chat rooms the other night when I got home. And we was talking about it. And I'd asked them if they would like to see, because I've been doing the graphs where I've been doing the last 3 months or whatever. And I said, you guys want to see 3 months this time or 4? And they and everybody that was in there said, really? We just want to see what's happening this quarter. I'm like, that would just be October, November. And they're like, yeah, that's all we think you should do. They think the first month should be just the first month. The second month should be 2. And then the last month be all 3. I said, all right, well, we'll try it. So this month I actually have it. The graphs are all done. I got to film it maybe tonight. Depends on how much boat I do after this, but it'll be out this week and it'll be only this quarter, and that would be cool.
What is that?
That would be cool because I could go at 8 meters and say that I've been there on that frequency for 46.5 years, and it's my frequency.
Do you have privileges on 8 meters, Mike?
No.
Okay.
I
didn't even know that was a thing.
Actually, even 60 meters, I need to request a yearly license to work it. And we do have 4 meters, which is 70 megahertz.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is I've heard of 4 meters. I haven't heard of 8 meters.
But I can't work 4 meters because I don't have top tier license, because it goes 3, 2, 1, 1 being the highest. And the only difference from my license to the highest license is 750 watts to 1500 watts and 4 meters. And so I can't work 4 meters, but I really don't care because I could take the test and pass it for sure, I think, you know. But I don't because I don't want to change my call sign.
You have to change your call sign?
So you have to change your call sign?
I have to change my call sign, and then I become Charlie Tango 8, which to me means 0, and CU3 is Azores, period. CU is Azores. And nobody else can get these call signs, these CUs. They're dead. So I would lose my CU3 and become a CT8, which is what everybody else has. So I don't want to lose my identity, so I don't take the test.
Yeah, that's me. Like, at some point next year, I'm probably going to take my dad's call sign, and it's kind of just like a bittersweet thing for me because, when I first started, that's all I wanted to do, but now I've grown to love my call sign quite a bit, actually. And the bad thing is taking Dad's call sign, even though he was an extra, it's still a big long call sign too. So I'm not even getting shorter with it, but I
Here's
definitely
the thing about that. You could take your dad's call sign, and then you have up to 2 years on your call sign that you have now. So you just keep flipping back and forth every 2 years. That way you can keep them both.
That does make sense.
Or we could make the PZN a club call.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's a guy on my local repeater that does the same thing. He's now he's the president of one of the local clubs down here, and he has the tail numbers off of his airplane were the last 3 of his call, and then he has another call, and he just switches back and forth every 2 years
So he never loses
before
both
it
of
expires, so he never loses both of them. But he's going to take the other one and make it a special club call for the club that they're in. And
so you can take. I don't know how club calls work. So you can take any call and make it a club call.
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that because we were going to do that. I wanted to do that with my mentor Bob's call and make it a club call, and then we'll just use that during his the memorial activations that we do for him. But I've got another friend of mine that we were working on that to figure out. You got to have a certain amount of people. You got to name officers. I'm sure the clubhouse guys would be able to help us out with that.
I'm pretty sure you've only got to have 3 people. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I can't get to people for the club call. I just didn't realize that you could do that.
Sure. You could ask.
All right. There we go. If you want Hawaii, he's on.
Yep.
And
15 meters.
You could turn the Ham Radio Adventure Guy Club. Ham Radio Adventure Club.
There's already a Ham Radio Adventure Club.
Well, dang it.
Is that the WE4DX?
Yep.
Well, do the Potokin Club. The PTC.
I actually looked.
PTC.
I looked up last night, just for giggles. I looked up Kilo 1 November Golf, but it is taken. Because I would probably just have to take it.
I'd figure that one would be taking.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh. It's kind of funny because if I do change my call sign, there is somebody out there that hunts POTA that has the last 3 of that call sign, and I recently realized it. He's hunted me for a while, and I've never even really paid attention. But so that there'll be 2 of us out there throwing the last part, but the first part's definitely different. I will go from Kilo Echo to Whiskey Delta.
Yep.
So, good stuff. Good to see Stu out there in the chat as well. Always fun to work Stu on POTA. So you guys got anything fun coming up?
Aside from Christmas, nothing major. I am thinking about I've got at the end of April, either the weekend 29th and 30th, I'll be doing that memorial activation again. And I'm kicking around the idea of making it like a mid-Atlantic meetup.
Oh, cool. And that isn't April. It's at the end of April?
April, yeah. Sunday is the 30th and the 29th would be Saturday. So kind of want to do it on the 30th because it's the day.
It's really funny that
we'll do it on a Saturday.
I just mentioned the person who had the last 3 of my dad's call, and I just seen a notification pop up in the corner of my thing. He just tagged me in something on POTA. I swear, POTA hunters are like Beetlejuice. I'll tell you, you see their name and they show up. I got to see what it is. But yeah, I've been trying to work out the whole Florida trip this year because it's going to be more epic this year than it was last year for sure. And it was pretty epic last year. That's for sure. But there's a lot of people already wanting to do things with me when I'm down there. I know Bill Brown. I talked to him this week. He said that our rove from last year, which was an 18 park rove, is going to be child's play. So I look forward, and that is 18 in a single get up and go day, not a UTC where you did half the night before and a half. That is a single thing. So
as long as you come down to 20,
I'll be in Florida, buddy. You will be. How many times have you hunted me, Mike?
not as many as I'd want to.
Just come on, look it up. I want to know.
And actually, I have ham alerts on your call, and you have not come on for the past week on 20.
You're correct. I have not. It's not working here right now.
Let me search. Well, dang it. More than I thought.
More than you thought.
So, 24.
24. All right. So, I'm challenging you. By March of 2023, you better have me 124 times.
You know who the person I've hunted the most is, right?
Who's that?
Bill.
Bill? Okay.
Oh, okay.
How many do you have of Bill?
I think I'm over 150.
Okay, then I challenge you to be one more than you have with Bill.
Okay. Sounds fair. Sounds fair.
Because I will be living on 20 and 17 for that whole month.
Okay. If I'm on, if I'm on.
So
I got you. Let me see. Oh, I can actually look it up. My stats.
Why must I be so competitive? Anytime somebody gives me a number, I'm like, hey, get me one more. I can do more than that.
I gotta tell you, I'm at 3494, guys. Almost up to 3,500. So, let me search. Bill. Okay, I'm drawing a blank. What's Bill's call sign? That's even embarrassing for me, but
K4NYM.
That's it. NYM. All right. 153 times hunted Bill.
153. Okay.
And
And
I've
that's all
slowed down
on 20?
because it's mostly on 20.
Okay.
Mostly on 20. Let me check. 100. I can actually bring this up for you guys.
So by the end, now you'll have Bill more times still, because you'll hunt him more times. But I challenge you to get to 154 by March the 1st of 2023.
Yeah, I hunted him a lot on CW, but I've since stopped doing a lot of CW, so I only hunt him on phone. But it's all on 20 meters. 100. 15, but mostly 20. Yep. And my stats. No. I did check, and I do have Hawaii with Eric, but on his Kilo Delta 9 call sign before he went to Kilo Hotel.
Right. That's where I have him. Is Kilo Delta 9.
Yeah. I do have an interesting hunted park in the Faroe Islands, but that's nor here nor there. So 3494. I really wanted to get it to get to 500 on to 3500 today, but so I do have my hunted all states, including DC. No, it's not here. Yeah, view page on all.
So I don't think I have Whiskey Delta 0 Dan, but I do have Whiskey 0 Dan and Whiskey Delta 4 Dan.
Yeah. I saw Whiskey 0 Dan on earlier today.
Yeah, he's in my log quite a bit. Matter of fact, I've got park to parks with him. But as a matter of fact, in the same log, I have a Whiskey 0 Dan and a Whiskey Delta 4 Dan park to park, both of them. Fun stuff, fun stuff. All right.
Yeah, but definitely, if you make it to Florida, Florida to me is peanuts. I can hit Florida on 20 meters during the day, all day long.
I'll be down there most of the month. It depends on how I'm getting there, because I'm undecided whether I'm using the train or if I'm going to drive. If I drive, it'll take me 3 days, and we all know why. But
because you're going to stop at every park there is.
No, not every park. Lord, that would take longer than 3 days. It's like a 14-hour drive. But I may go down a different way. I got a couple of things in mind on the way down if I drive than I normally would. So it'll be longer than a 14-hour drive. But I don't know. I'm
like
still
I said,
working.
If work permitting, I'll definitely try and work you. Because in March, I usually take my vacation as well, like mid-March.
Right.
Because that's my girlfriend's birthday, wife/girlfriend/life partner. And so usually we take off to Europe somewhere. She wanted to go to Italy this year or next year. So if it's the beginning, by March 11th, I'm out. So, but I'll try and work you for sure.
Yeah. I'm kind of actually worried about my girlfriend, because, I haven't been seeing her as much lately, and she's kind of getting suspicious that I'm hanging out with and poding with another girl. So, my 991A, she's kind of been asking some questions like, "Who you been hanging out with at the park?" So. I just don't have the heart to break it to her,
Just take her off to to Big Sur and those special parks that you have in your heart with her, and make her feel special again.
Oh no! We can never get rid of the 991A Kings Edition. That's what all the Icon boys calls my radio, the Kings Edition. Because they say that's why I make them look fools busting pileups better than they can, is because I sent my radio to Yazoo and and yes, it did come back a better radio. I agree, it did, but not that's not why I'm beating you guys. You just don't have a pileup buster radio. You got a good home shack radio. You just don't have a pileup buster radio, guys. Oh God. Oh Lord! All right, guys, we're going to start wrapping this up. Hayden, you got anything you want to tell everybody?
Just thanks for all you guys going out there activating, and I'll keep hunting as much as I can.
Sounds good. Mike, anything?
Hey, same thing as Hayden. Keep going out there, and I'll keep hunting you.
And I guess I'll say keep hunting me, and I'll keep going out there to be hunted then. But it's been a while since I've seen the Zygu. After I got engaged in 991A, I haven't seen the Zygu too often much. But and nobody even knows what I do with the 818. We're gonna keep that on the down low. But but I do have the November stats video coming out this week. And other than that, I'll be streaming on Wednesday, activating every day, and preparing. I got a lot of still cool stuff that I'm not going to let out of the bag for next year. Like I said, a week from Wednesday night will be the first ever H-Ray video. I'm excited about that. 3 weeks from Wednesday night will be the goal video for 2023, and they're still undecided in my head. Like I don't know. I want to make my life easier, but the competitive, over here is the little angel says, "Take it easy, James. It's okay to do 1 park a day. It's okay." And then over here, the competition devil says, "Do you hear this little witch? What is her problem?" So I'm all up in the air. Anyway. Go ahead.
I want to get the Bailey Sprout out. We're down to what, 26 days, give or take. I want to get the Bailey Sprout out of the way, and then next year, yes, I want to get out there and activate more for sure. But this Bailey Sprout has been killing me. I want to just get it over and done with.
So is it just me, or I know they randomly added 2 extra people because of supposed logs getting put in or whatever, but every month they say 5 now, and don't they show 4 call signs? Am I missing a call sign when I'm looking at it?
I'll check it out and report back to you.
I'm just curious. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. That's right. Baby Sprout is almost over, and then only a sick, twisted person would do it again. So
unless you want 2 of them.
Who knows who's going to be sick and twisted?
They don't give you an award for 1. I don't think they're going to give it out to 2.
Yeah, they don't. But who knows?
It's the hardest one to get. Well, it is the hardest one to get, but it's the only one that doesn't have an award.
I have almost every activator POTA award there is. Almost. There's some that avoid me still, but they're just outrageous stuff. Like
all of Kentucky,
blah 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 Eagles, and activate all states, and that's happening. It's happening, Jack. But that takes time. That takes money. But Bailey Sprout, you basically say you make a deal with the devil. You say, "All right, devil, I don't want a life no more. I just want to be the POTA superstar," and then you do it. I
just want to be the first DXer to get it. So.
Maybe I'll just move to the Azores and be the first DXer to get it to activating.
You could for sure. If I don't beat you to it, but I doubt it.
All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the donations tonight, and we'll catch you Wednesday night. We're on the air, 73.
73, everyone.